Hey, what's up, guys? This is MJ and Dane, and we are back 2 live shows in one day. But yo, we have some pictures and video that Dane took for us when he was at the Sema show 2024. So we're going to let Dane tell us all about the Sema show. See, what does Sema stand for, Dane?
I believe it stands for Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association or something very close to that, anyways. So SEMA is designed for manufacturers like the company I work for and other manufacturers for automotive companies to all get together in one place and kind of showcase what they have new, what's coming up, of course, their other products, and to collaborate with like distributors, dealers, shops, that kind of stuff to see how you guys can work together. So it's a lot of business to business interactions. So it's normally closed off to the public, but the last 2 years, SEMA has opened it up to the public on Fridays if you pre-purchase tickets to the first 5,000 only. So the first 4 days or 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, are for the businesses only, and then Friday's open to the public as well.
Okay. So you were there working for your company, and let's go ahead and look at some of this video that you took.
Mhm.
You just kind of walk us through what we're looking at here. This is the Toyota.
Yeah, so Toyota had a huge booth in Central Hall, and they displayed all kinds of new stuff that's coming up. So you kind of see I did a quick walkthrough. They had a few prototypes in here as
Oh,
well. One was I forget what you call it now, but it was like a trail rig. It was
okay.
like super wild, decked out, like camping gear and stuff on the back.
Oh,
That's a little bit
camping.
further up in this video. Yeah, they had some of these other
Yeah.
vehicles set up for like overlanding and off-road, where they're kind of showcasing abilities and some potential packages that they might come out with in the future. They had this thing in there. See that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like pre-Tacoma.
Oh, that's
So that's a little
before the
two-wheel
Tacoma.
drive. What's that?
That's like an older Tacoma.
Yeah, that's like a mini truck that Rutledge Wood owns.
All
So it's
right.
got turbo 4-cylinder, or actually turbo 6-cylinder in it.
Mm.
It's like super low, just something wild, right? You see a lot of really wild stuff at SEMA. A lot of got
Oh
time
man.
for guys to show up. This is that concept car I was talking about.
Oh, is this a concept
Yeah, this is
Tacoma?
a concept
No,
off-roader.
that's not a Tacoma.
Yeah, so it's got like, all kinds of crazy storage on the side. It's like a hybrid powered, made for camping. There's like that big camper in the background.
No.
Yep. Yeah, so their booth was huge. It spanned the whole, length crossways in the central hall.
Did they have the biggest display for OEM or
They
somebody
they
else?
did. Yeah, they had the biggest. Dodge was not far, or Ram was not far behind them. And here's some of their like sport car racers. So that's like a rally car, European rally car.
Okay.
And then there's your Supra, your favorite car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So here's some high-end supercars. This was in one of the wheel manufacturers.
All right. So
Yep.
they're making rims and stuff for
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. So there's like a whole hall dedicated to just wheels and tires. So this is kind of
So
my walkthrough of the Ram booth.
so people are still buying rims and tires. Like, that's still a big thing now.
I guess, man. Yeah. I don't even know how big that section is, or it's all just wheels and tires, but it is humongous.
Whoa.
And yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, here's kind of the walkthrough. That's the new Charger. Can you back up on that video?
Let's see.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
this
new
blue car right here
electric.
that I kind of zip by real fast, that's the new all electric Charger.
Oh, okay. How did you like looking at it? How does it look in person to you?
It looks okay. I wish it wasn't electric, but it is what
Does it
it is.
look huge or does it just look like a
No,
normal size?
normal size, normal size. So if you look at the other car to the side here shortly, it's about the same size as this car. And this car is beautiful. So I
What is
forget what
that?
year it is exactly. It's like a 60 something, but yeah, beautifully done car.
Nice.
Yep. And
Well,
then
Mopar, I'm surprised Mopar had a big display. I know they're going through some financial problems right now.
same. But yeah, they were off-roading some of their, or showcasing some of their off-road accessories and capabilities. That's like the 392 Jeep that you can get with the V8 in it. That's only going to be available for another year, I think.
Oh,
You
V8
know,
Jeep.
yeah, some camper stuff with the new Cherokee that's coming up.
And what do you think about these when they make cars into campers? Like, do people really use those a lot?
Yeah, it's like super popular. It's not
It's
for
a big
me.
deal.
Yeah,
Not for
but
me,
out
but
west, people
people do
love that
use it
stuff.
out west. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, right. There's a lot of more open terrain and trails and stuff.
All right.
Yep.
You get
Little
some
drag truck from that
classic.
someone built. And of course your Hellcat stuff.
Oh yeah, people still love those cars, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So they had a
I'd,
pretty sweet booth.
I would still love to have a
Yeah.
Challenger.
Pause here for a second.
Well, there we
So
go.
so this truck was built by Mike Finnegan. So for those of you that don't know who Mike Finnegan is, you've been under a rock. He's been on all kinds of Motor Trend shows, mostly known for Roadkill and Hot Rod, the TV, or yeah, Hot Rod Garage, Faster with Finnegan. He's got his own show on YouTube as well. He's got about 1 million subscribers there. But anyways, I got to work with him and Harp Engineering out of Australia on this vehicle. So Finnegan bought this. He used the Harp Engineering supercharger. The company I work for, CVF Racing, we manufactured and designed the front engine accessories. So I worked directly with Mike on getting this set up. So this was a pretty exciting build. There'll be a video coming out about this truck here pretty soon on the CVF Racing channel. There's
Okay.
already one out on the Harp TV YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see more about this truck and hear Mike talk about it with me and Heath from Harp, there's that video you guys can watch.
All right.
So, yeah, this one is kind of near and dear to the heart.
Oh, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Oh, this is near and dear to my heart.
I knew it would be. That's why I sent that one to you.
Yeah, the GTR.
Yep, I seen a handful of these GTRs this weekend. It was last week. This car is another one that's near and dear. This
What is this?
63 Impala.
Impala. So this
Yeah.
this looks like a clear. Is this a clear supercharger or?
Well, so I've got some other photos I think I sent you later on that zoom in closer to this thing. But this thing was built by Zach Pennock. He's based out of Texas. He's known for doing a lot of powder coating on high-end lifted truck builds.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten more into hot rodding here in the last couple of years. Some people know him for the 59 Ford F100 that he has too. He does lots of big burnouts and stuff. It's hard to miss him on Instagram. But this car is his personal car. Like I said, it's a 63 Impala chop top. He got it painted pretty decent the way he got it, but the underside was garbage.
Oh.
So yeah, he stripped this thing down. It's got hydraulics, so the front and back end go up and down. He can make it dance and bounce.
Yeah.
And then Zach style is big horsepower with big blowers. So there's so much detail on this car with the blowers fully engraved by hand. The top hat's engraved. There's all kinds of accessories in the car that's engraved, like the shifter's engraved, the door handles are engraved, like the power steering reservoir is engraved, the cylinder heads, like just so many things are engraved on this thing and gold plated and polished aluminum. Like it's just an absolute
work of art.
Work of art, dude. It really is.
Nice.
Every time I walk by this car outside, there's a crowd around it all weekend long. Yeah, it was right close to the entrance. And so this is probably my favorite car from the whole weekend. Again, I'm probably biased because I got to work with Zach on this a little bit. But yeah, anyways, this thing's just an absolute
always draws a crowd.
Always drawing a crowd. Yeah. So if you want to see more of this car, check out BCC Zach on the Instagrams. He's got tons of content on it.
Yeah, people are like that when I drive my Camry to Lowell's. There's always a crowd.
Yeah, you pull up and
around that.
Hover around.
Girls going crazy when they see that.
Yep. So
it's a Mustang.
Yeah, so this company was showcasing their lifts and storage systems.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty wild. Just a cool 61 Impala we were looking at there.
Let's see, go back. Here we go.
Another car that's running one of the accessory kits from CVF Racing.
All right.
Yeah,
so they sell a kit that'll help you turn your car into this?
For the engine. So we do serpentine drives, basically convert your old, your old cars from steel brackets, pulleys, and V-belts to modern serpentine drive systems. And then we do some supercharged blower drives as well.
Oh, that's sweet. So you got a tensioner pulley, and then it's just one big belt?
Exactly. Bracket. We do all the accessories. All the pulleys are billet aluminum. We offer them a few different colors and stuff. Yep. So, so he's running one of those accessory drives on his engine.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's a cool. I like that idea.
Yep.
We got one of your Porsches.
Yeah, so RWB Porsches. There's like 3 different ones here. I'm not sure if I put all 3 if I sent them to you, but yeah, they're super cool to see. Yeah, there's another RWB Porsche.
All right.
Yep.
Porsches going crazy.
Oh
This is
man,
another Chevy truck.
the Ford trucks.
Oh,
Oh man,
Ford.
this was the coolest Ford truck there this weekend
Nice.
by a long shot. You can see kind of by the rear wheel how like there's a kind of like a louver back there. So it's got, excuse me, ducting for like the rear brakes to keep them cool. In the hood, the same thing. There's venting in the hood to help keep it cool. It's got a supercharged Coyote in it. It's got a
Oh,
6-speed manual transmission. Yeah, all the trim is, been flat bronzed, and the paint is just beautiful in this truck. The interior is a saddle brown. Just a beautiful pickup.
oh no. I like when they put modern engines in the older trucks. I
Yep,
feel like the modern engines are better for
me
the
too. That's what everyone's doing
mostly.
anymore.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
this an Acura race car?
Yeah. This is like a Daytona prototype or like a Le Mans car.
All right.
Um, yeah, so this was on the Honda HRC booth. They had a bunch of race cars there.
All right.
Hmm.
Honda coming through.
Oh
Is
yeah,
this another
here's a Camaro.
Camaro? Yeah.
Camaro built for time attack. So
Oh.
yeah, if you're not familiar with time attack, there's a handful of different classes, and that allow certain amounts of modifications. Of course, there's a completely stock class, and there's classes that will allow you to run bigger tires but without modifying fenders, and there's classes that will allow you to modify your fenders for bigger tires. Then there's classes that are like do whatever the hell you want, and that's
Oh,
this.
I
So
see.
so all that aero, the big splitter on the front, the wing on the back,
Yeah.
is all to create tons of downforce.
All right.
Under the hood you can see the suspension, right?
Yeah.
And it's like got a cantilevered front suspension, and so there's just tons of engineering and all kinds of different thought that goes into building this car to be an absolute track monster.
Wow.
And and again, for guys that don't know, I guess time attack is held at a road course. So think of like Road America or like Laguna Seca, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
where you're allowed one warm up lap, one timed lap, and then one cool down lap. So your timed lap is you get one chance at it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what time attack's all about, is setting one fast lap.
All right.
Yep. So this was built purposely for that. Pretty wild car.
All right.
This
Got
thing, have you
some.
seen this thing, MJ?
No, what is
This
that?
is a P1 McLaren, but
Oh.
it does not have the McLaren engine. It's
Uh-huh.
got the Mazda rotary 3-rotor motor in it.
Okay.
That's turbocharged, makes about 1,000 horsepower, and this guy is drifting it.
Whoa.
So he competes in drift. Yeah, I think I forget his name, something Mike. He's out of Australia.
Isn't that a little expensive to be drifting in?
Dude, it's like $1 million car before you start doing all the stuff he did to it. But obviously, he's got sponsors from like Red Bull and whatever.
I know the
So
drift cars get hit all the time. They run
exactly,
into
they get
stuff.
smashed. So I don't know why you do it with the P1 McLaren, but when you got
Oh.
unlimited, funds from your sponsors, hey, go nuts.
Oh. He's not going to beat the Mustang, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, this Mustang.
Or any Mustang.
Well, this Mustang is crazy now, right? This is another car built for
This is
time
2
attack.
turbos. I'm seeing 2 turbos, it looks
Yes,
like.
you are. Twin turbos. It's a full tube chassis car. Again, built for time attack.
All right.
This would be like one of the no aero classes, but you can modify fenders. This thing's, again, an absolute monster of a car.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty wild.
We got some video here.
This is from that crazy Hummer. So it had like an 8-to-1 exhaust with the LS engine. Yeah.
This is a
Dual rear
military
axle
Hummer.
that turns both ways. Oh yeah. Yeah, here's more video from the
Oh, so it's 2 rear axles and 1 front axle.
on that Hummer. Pretty wild, right?
Uh,
Why? I don't know why. Because you can, I guess.
yeah, just to do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ridgeline, that's your favorite truck, right, Dane?
Well, that one I'd take because it's all tube chassis. Yeah, trophy truck. But yeah, so this is some more of the inside of the
Honda.
HR.
All right.
Here you go. Another 240.
Datsun. Yeah, there we go. There's
All right. So this car here, obviously it's a Camaro, or I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Corvette. But this was in the, I think, Ready Lift, or maybe that wasn't it. But it was one of the Air Rider bagged suspension kit booths. And so this car's obviously bagged, but the engine will surprise you. You want to guess what it's got in it for an engine?
what, the new LS7 or something?
No, it's got a diesel,
A diesel.
a Mercedes diesel.
Why would you put that in the Corvette?
I have no idea. Because you can. Because Sema, that's why.
Oh, I
That's
guess
what
so.
it is. Yeah, I think a lot of people had the same reaction as you. It's like, whoa, okay, this looks kind of neat and retro. I've never seen a bagged, Corvette. And it's got A what engine? Huh? That was most people's reaction. Like you lost me at diesel in this
This
thing.
this looks like that Ferrari the Ferraris from like the late 80s, early 90s.
Kind of like the Testarossa. Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
the
bit, you know.
Testarossa,
Yeah,
the one Dr. Dre had.
right.
Let's see, what do we got? Oh, NSX, there we go.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that
I
one.
like that.
Yeah, that thing is just mint. Just lowered a little bit on nice
That's nice,
wheels.
man.
Just beautiful car.
That's an amazing vehicle. I had a Acura Legend.
Hmm.
It was like an 87. It had a similar engine to what's in the NSX. I think it was like a C series.
Okay.
But it's a V6. This, unlike most Hondas, it got a lot of torque down low.
Hmm.
So it was a lot of fun to drive. Not as much fun as this one, I'm sure, but
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. It looks like an animal.
we could get close.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is this?
356 Porsche that someone modified for going in some deep powder snow, apparently.
Did you put this in the snow? It's got tracks on the back?
Yeah, it's the tracks in the back, skis on the front.
What
Yeah.
the?
Right. Yeah, I have no idea. But I thought it was super cool looking.
That's cool, man.
Those Porsches, like with no engine, no driveline, are like crazy expensive. There wasn't a ton of them
Whoa.
made. But yeah, it's still rear engine. This guy modified it for bombing through the snow.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Oh, here's one of those semis. This isn't a Lincoln Electric coupe. Yeah, so that's all paint, on the side, but the metalwork is pretty impressive on this truck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
With the cool semis. Got another semi with a
Looks kind of Mad Max-ish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's that Toyota pickup again, the one that Rutledge Wood owns. Just wild little mini truck.
Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
More trucks.
Yep, another international pickup. That was built pretty nice. Here's your Nissans.
That's yeah, that is a Nissan.
It's a 300.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yep. Not, I think it was, so
hard.
HKS makes suspensions, so it's one of their suspension booths. Yeah.
Some Porsches.
Yep.
Let's see, what do we got here?
It's a Chevelle. I believe that's a 66 Chevelle. Just built for like, sport road touring.
Yeah.
Kind of a wild build.
That's cool.
Got some crazy paint in the front.
Yeah, more Porsches.
Yeah, so this is the Huna Pegasus. This was Ken Block's Pikes Peak car.
Pikes Peak.
That I do not think he got to race, if I remember right. I believe that they had issues when they tried racing it at Pikes Peak the first time, and then of course Ken passed away earlier this year, and so Ken was never actually able to race this car.
Dane, have you been to Pikes Peak?
I've not. I would like to go sometime.
Should go. I've been there several times when I worked with Toyota. We used to test up there. It's wild, man. I'll tell you about it. It's amazing views at the top.
Oh yeah, I bet.
When you get to the top, you feel like you're drunk.
Yeah, because there's so little oxygen.
There's so little oxygen. You get out, you're like,
whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, they make donuts up there because they taste different, I guess, when you cook them at that high altitude.
Oh,
they tasted a little bit different.
Right on.
But I'll show you some pictures from there one day.
Right. Oh yeah, there's that Hummer from the front. With the crazy exhaust and stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so another Porsche built for safari, kind of off-roading.
I noticed you got a lot of Porsche pictures. We're going to get you a new Porsche at some point.
Yeah, right. I know. This is a crazy AMG build, old Mercedes build.
Oh,
this is in the McGuire's booth, I believe, outside.
All right.
So I got a video coming up with this guy. This guy and his builders are out of Canada. So this is a Willys truck on a fully custom frame. It's bagged, and it's got a big block Chevy in it with a 6-speed or 5-speed manual transmission. Really cool guys. I got to chat with them for a good 15 minutes or so. So the video of that's coming out on the CVF Racing YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that one. It's pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, check out Dane's videos on CVF Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. This another.
So this is a Miata.
No, is this for snow?
The snow treatment, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, Dom would probably like that. Our friend Dom loves Miatas.
Sure does.
Yo, I seen this guy on Instagram. It's like a Miata museum in
Yeah.
Italy. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
This guy like loves Miatas, and he's got like garages full of like every type of Miata, and you can stay at the museum and drive some of them.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'll show
Whatever.
you. I'll show you the thing one day.
All right.
The short. Oh yeah,
Sweet.
what do we got?
Yeah, just
Some
a
more.
super clean 66 Nova, 66 Chevelle. That was just super,
Oh, that's
super high dollar build.
man. That paint is nice.
All right.
How do you get the paint to look that nice? Would you get like 3 coats of clear coat or something?
Dude, tons of time, tons of sanding and blocking, tons of polishing after you lay the clear on. It takes so much time. But yeah, this is like $1 million car.
Wow.
To have someone build you a car to this detail and quality. You should have seen it with the hood up. I don't think I took any pictures with the hood up on this thing, but just so many crazy details. Like everything's custom on it. You know, the grill's custom, the whole back end of the thing's custom. There's tons of metal work. The interior is all refinished and new. It just nothing's untouched on this thing. Like I said, yeah, high
Nice.
dollar build. Mhm.
Yeah, Daniel, I got to get rich so I could do this to a 240 SX and
Right?
the GTR.
Yeah,
We got
Ferrari.
Ferrari,
Yeah, I've seen a couple. Oh, this Grand National is amazing.
Grand National.
Dude, this is again this is another $1 million build. Some people in the Grand National purist places hate this car because it's got a V8 in it.
Oh, when he took the regular engine out and put a V8 in it.
Oh, dude, nothing's untouched. It's a new chassis, new everything. But
What kind of V8?
Twin turbo V8, makes a ton of power. It's got a beautiful interior in this thing. There's not a single wiggle in the paint. The paint is flawless on this thing. Just incredible craftsmanship.
So on a regular Grand National, what kind of V6 do they have? Is that a 3800 or is that something else?
I think it was a 30 or 3.4 or 3.8, I forget. But yeah, it had a single turbo on it.
I know there's a turbo on it.
Yeah, they were quick 0 to 60, but not that quick. I mean, at the time it was fast, but it's not fast by today's standards. This car would blow your lid. You know, this car's real fast now.
Oh man, I remember I wanted one of these, but I didn't have enough money. Wanted a mechanic. This mechanic I used to go to, he had like a shop next to a Sunoco.
Yeah.
And there was one of these on sale, and it was awesome. But
yeah,
I did not have. I think it was, I don't know, $7 or $8 grand at the time, or it was something. But
yeah,
that's a nice vehicle.
So this Chevelle has got a kind of crazy body kit on it. And I heard it was all 3D printed before it was sanded down and molded and put on, but it was estimated this car's about $2 million what the owner has into this thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, so full tube chassis. The exhaust is just, I probably didn't get any close-ups of the exhaust on this thing for you, but the turbos come in together and the turbos run down along, or the exhaust runs down the inside of the rocker, and it's got like different scallopings and stuff along the side of the exhaust. Like there's so many crazy details in this car. Just
has the cost of 3D metal printing gone down? I know I looked into it years ago when I was at Cummins, and a metal 3D printer was like $250,000.
Yeah, they're still really expensive.
It was, and that was just for the printer, and then you had to buy a furnace. Once you made the part, you had to put it in a furnace to cure it, I guess.
Right.
And those are like $200,000. So the plastic 3D printing is not that much money, but metal 3D printing is very costly. I heard Jay Leno has a metal 3D printer for.
I'm sure he does.
All his old cars that you can't buy parts for anymore.
Right.
Yeah, oh, look at the Camaro.
Yeah, that's the same Chevelle. That's the same front end.
Oh, that's
the front end of it. Yeah, so it's got crazy aero package on it, crazy wheels and tires. You know, big turbos. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this car is just crazy.
Classic. Oh, that's a nice interior.
Oh, this is the interior on the 300. Yeah, go forward here. This is a 59 Chrysler 300. This thing is wild.
Oh, this is 300.
Yeah, 1959 Chrysler 300. Just crazy build.
Man, I gotta go Dane. I gotta go with you the next year for this.
Yeah.
Just pretend I'm working at your job.
Okay. But yeah, I had air rod, cantilever rear suspension. You can pass this. This is one of the customers that had a broken crank pulley. Let's see, or not crank plug, blower pulley. Yeah, so there's more pictures of that 63 Impala.
Oh,
This F100 is pretty sweet. Just something I thought was cool.
that's cool. What year is this? Like the 50s?
Yeah, yep.
All
It's
right.
like, let's see. Oh, just a track built Cayman.
Or Porsche.
Another sweet Porsche. I love that color. McLaren.
McLaren.
Yeah, this is in one of the wheel and tire booths.
All right. A Jeep with
Just
giant. What are these giant wheels?
I know, right? This thing's built for like off-road racing.
That's got to be off road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. This thing's not street legal. Yeah, sweet
Monte
Monte Carlo
Carlo.
SS. This was just a beautiful build. This Nova or Nomad.
What
Oh,
is
my goodness.
this?
This thing was so pretty. Yeah.
Station wagon.
Yep. Beautiful car.
Oh,
Another
here we
240 for
go.
you.
Z.
In that car next to it.
My dad had one of these.
Really? That 914 Porsche. Usually I hate these cars. This thing is incredible.
What? This is wow.
Yeah, it's got a V8 LS engine.
Is this how it looks normally, or do they modify this?
No, you should look up what one looks like normally. Usually they're terrible. But this one's highly modified. Usually they had a little 4-cylinder that's in the back that made like 90 horsepower and catches on fire. This guy built an LS to put in this thing, so it makes a lot of power. It's built to go fast in the track. It's got super nice seats, a lot of carbon.
So why does it catch on fire? Is the air cold or something?
Kind of like the Fieros, yeah, where they just got hot underneath the trunk lid in the back or the deck lid in the back, and they just weren't able to heat out very well. Yeah.
All right.
Sweet Mustang.
Mustang.
Eleanor. Yep. All right. So Kia, I don't understand what they were trying to do here. So Central Hall at SEMA is mostly just hot rods. So your classic cars, your classic muscle cars, that kind of stuff, your high-end resto mod builds, and then all the manufacturers that kind of make parts for them. That's all what's in Central Hall. So right next to us in Central Hall, Kia has this huge booth. And while we're doing setup, people usually roll the cars in and then they'll put covers over them so they don't get dirty until the show's done getting set up and stuff. Well, they rolled this car in and they had cut like a little window around, the windshield so somebody could see out of. And they wouldn't take the cover off of it while somebody was trying to drive it in and they were pushing it in.
What?
They were being super secret of what they brought in. And everybody's like, why are you so secretive? And they're sort of setting up this whole booth, which is a crazy expense. And it shows all this off-road stuff. It's like off-road is a totally different part of the show. It's in a completely different building.
Yeah.
And so
they're in the wrong area.
Yeah. So Tuesday morning they go to do this big unveil and there's no one there. Because guess what? Guess what, Kia? No one cares about your stupid electric off-road cars that you're unveiling in the wrong place at SEMA. Rant over.
This is an electric off-road van, I guess.
Electric off-road camper deal that they're prototyping or concept car unveiling at SEMA for some reason. I don't understand what they're doing here.
Dane says put the cover back on it and leave it there.
Take it somewhere else. It's got a better chance with this going to West Hall where all the off-road stuff's at.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the Kia.
Yep.
All right. Kia's doing big things.
Yeah. Another Porsche.
There we go. Roadrunner.
This car is right.
Daytona, Charger Daytona, 69.
From what movie?
From what movie? I don't know what movie. I did a video on the car itself.
This is Joe Dirt's car.
Oh, I didn't see Joe Dirt.
Oh, dude,
I gotta watch that. I know I gotta watch. So many movies I haven't seen. I'd like to
watch
see
Joe Dirt right now.
Yeah,
you won't be disappointed. But anyways,
so Joe Dirt had this. This is expensive. These are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah. Guess what? Okay. Well, I thought it was a replica. That someone made a replica. Oh, haha,
Yeah.
And then I was talking to the guy as he's vacuuming the booth up. Yeah, this is at the Ace Fuel Injection booth. He's like, "No, it's a real car." I was like, "For real? The car from the movie?" I was like, "Did the theater or studio let you borrow it?" He said, "No, someone bought it at auction for like $400,000, and it still had a carburetor on it, so we want to put fuel injection on it. So this car has fuel injection on it now instead of a carburetor. This is the real movie car."
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I was pretty blown away.
So this is worth. So how much is it worth now?
Probably still $400,000. I don't know. I have to sell it at auction and find out.
So he's going to modify. Is it worth more if you modify it or if you leave it as the movie?
Since it's a movie car, you got to keep it as is.
You keep it as is.
You can't touch it.
All right.
But yeah, so it's still got like the footprint gas pedal and stuff in it. It's got the fuzzy seat covers on it still. It looks just like it did in the movies,
Oh, now I
except
got to see that movie.
yeah, except no carburetor. It's got a fuel injected throttle body on it now, but everything else still looks like it does.
Oh,
It
well,
just drives better. The guy wanted to drive it, so he made it drive better.
okay.
Yeah, so I was pretty excited to see this. This is one of my childhood favorite movies.
I got to see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. F1 car. Yep.
Joe
More Joe Dirt.
Dirt.
Oh, this was when this is an outtake from when I was talking with Mike Finnegan and Heath about his pickup, F40 Ferrari.
So which one is Mike Finnegan? And
The guy on the right.
This one. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And that's Heath from Harp. He's one of the guys there. And of course, myself.
All right.
Yeah. So we're talking through his build. So you go, yeah, so
Yeah.
go watch that video on Harp TV right now.
All right. We got Testarossa.
Yep.
Oh, is that a Testarossa or is that something else?
It's a Ferrari F40.
F40. Okay.
Yep. That's one of my favorites of all time.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of like the engine and the exhaust work in the back. It's got a little custom exhaust on it. So yeah, so the back
Ferrari.
on these are all poly. Yeah. All carbon McLaren.
McLaren.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of supercars as much as I do regular cars.
Another Ferrari.
That's nice looking though.
That's like the one I drove when I was in Italy.
Oh, you drove one of those?
Dude, the craziest thing I ever drove.
Well, you get to drive it on the track or in the
street.
public?
And so they put someone's shotgun, to go with you.
Yeah.
And that guy isn't there to tell you to slow down. He's telling you there to go faster. He's like,
tells you to go fast.
He spoke almost no English. He's like, push, push, push. There was times when we were well over 100 miles an hour in zones that were like 25.
Oh, Dane, you don't say that on this channel. That's not allowed.
Well, we were in Italy, so.
Oh, yeah. I guess
allegedly.
Italy, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
What is this?
Another Ferrari. Nice. This was in the wheel and tire area. You see all the wheel and tires displayed in the background.
That's nice.
Yeah, this was in North Hall or Central or South Hall.
Yeah. So what is this one?
Dude, I have no idea. I have no clue. But I was like, it looks wild, whatever it is.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just super crazy.
This is like is that a Ford Galaxy?
No idea. I don't know if it's a Cadillac base. I don't know if it's a Ford base or a Lincoln. I have no idea.
I saw something like this when I worked at Pep Boys.
Really?
In Michigan, somebody brought in something like this, but it wasn't this, obviously.
If you know, comment below, please.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I have no idea what it was. There was a sign next to it, but I forgot what it said. I think it's like a custom everything kind of car.
Yeah, this does look like the one I saw, but the front looks different. Like this was straight down. These front headlights. The front part looks different, but I remember it did have a lot of glass back here. Yeah, I gotta find some pictures of that, dude. You already know, man. In Michigan, you see so many cool cars just driving around sometimes, man.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a Ford Model T driving around on a couple occasions.
Oh yeah,
people love their cars in Michigan, bro.
Sure do.
Porsche,
this is the dream car for me. GT3 RS. Yeah,
evil shaggin' wagon.
Yeah, Evil Knievel tribute van.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember somebody I knew had something like this, and these are great on road trips. Actually,
they are. They really
they're
are.
so comfortable. There's like a bed in the back you can lay down.
Oh yeah, you can fold the back seat completely out like a bed. Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, just another air cooled Porsche. I just want this car.
We got to get you a job at Porsche one day.
I know, dude. If I was gonna buy a Porsche, it would be this car right here. Same color, same wheels, same everything. That's the car for me.
All right. Well, that is the last picture on Dane's adventure at SEMA 2024. Wow, Dane, that's awesome, man. That's awesome that you got to go there. You said you were working most of the time, but it still must have been lots of fun.
Yeah. So the only time I get to walk around is when I walk in the morning before the show opens. So you get about an hour to kind of go in, set up your booth, do whatever. But usually I would just detour and kind of just do laps through certain places and kind of try and see some of the cars that were there displayed in some of the other vendors' booths. But yeah, while I'm there and the show's going, I'm stuck pretty much in our 20x40 booth. Don't get to leave.
Mm.
There's no lunch break. Someone brings you a sandwich and you eat it while you're talking to somebody. That's it. You know,
All
so it's
right.
sun up to sundown inside at the show, and then when you're done, you're heading back to we had an Airbnb straight back there. You're cooking dinner, and then you're in bed because you're back up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning again. So it's an absolute grind if you're working it. If you're fortunate enough to, be a consumer and get to go to the show, you get to actually see a lot more of the events and some of the other stuff that there is to see and talk to people that are there. Uh, One day I hope to be able to do just that and not have to work it the whole time. But
Next time just go, and then like let's say if you guys are leaving,
yeah,
just take the one day off the next day after you leave, and then that could be your day to
I
have fun.
wish. Yeah, I worked every day. I didn't get a day off.
So you said you left, the day you left was the day SEMA ended?
Yeah, I left midday on Friday. That's when my flight was taking off. So I worked the morning on Friday, and then I left. Like at 11 o'clock.
So was SEMA still open on Saturday?
Nope, SEMA closed on Saturday. Friday's the
Oh,
last day.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
so the
maybe
rest of
next
our
year.
team was there to basically finish up and help close down. But I was there on Sunday morning doing setup, and then same thing Monday doing setup for the booth, and then of
Oh,
course
all
show
right.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so it's a long week.
All right. Well, let's see if they can let you go one day next year, and then maybe I'll come up there and we could take some videos. I want to go to the Detroit Auto Show this year. I think it's in February.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It's usually in the winter.
So I'm gonna see if I can go to that
Hmm.
this year. I'll drive up there,
Hmm.
and that should be fun. I went there a couple years ago,
Hmm.
and I saw the Cadillac LaRique before it even came out. I
Hmm.
knew it was going to be a winner. I knew that was. I liked it when I first saw it. I made a
Yep.
video about it, but I knew that was a winner. But
Right.
yeah, we'll see. I'll try to go to the car show, the Detroit car show,
Hmm.
and we'll keep making videos for you guys. Let us know in the comments, what was your favorite car from SEMA? Were any of those cars you think would be interesting, or do you want that Kia electric off-road van that nobody cares about? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, comment below.
Uh,
Yeah, this is just kind of what I grabbed quick on my phone. There is so much more stuff that's there, you guys, to see. There, if you get a chance to go, it's really cool to see everything outside. So
oh
put on your
yeah.
calendars next year as a spectator for Friday. It's always the first week in November.
All right, cool. Well, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good one.
Yeah, see you next time.